Hey guys, so I got a question. I look super tired, so please forgive me. Um, it's all good, you know. But I received a question about hypnotism and how somebody can be unhypnotized, and so I'm going to make a short video about that. Hypnotism really is more than a 4,000-year-old skill set or a science, and it really is a science to work with the unconscious mind. Whatever you have believed about the world, whatever you have believed about yourself, I am this and I am that, and I think people are this and people are that, you hypnotize yourself to believe. There's no such thing as outside hypnosis without your permission. The problem is that we gave permission unconsciously to be influenced by the outside and be hypnotized, and we accepted the hypnosis. Hypnosis by itself is not bad. Every hypnosis and all hypnosis is self-hypnosis, which means, again, without your permission, it can never enter your mind and become a program. How can you unhypnotize someone, and why would you want to do that? Well, every time you watch television, it's a hypnotic device. It's not the tool, but the intention that counts. Television is perfectly fine, but it's been used to tell a vision, not yours. Tell a lie, tell a vision. So it goes in your unconscious mind, and unconsciously, that means outside of your control, seeming control or accessible control, immediate control, it creates patterns in you, and you begin to become a little soldier, typically of unwanted things. You can't think for yourself, you cannot do the things you want to do, and you become then eventually sick and ill, and whatever is not working in your life is because you accepted programs in your mind that are not for your evolution, not for your benefit. So how can you unhypnotize someone? Well, I wrote a book, The 5 Things. Look at your beliefs, look at your negative emotions. Whenever something doesn't feel right, that's an indicator that you believe something that is incorrect, that is in conflict with universal laws. Start working on your beliefs. Then once you work on your beliefs, then you realize that you want certain things in life and you want to go for them, but you can't. Those are your thresholds, those are your parts conflicts, your values conflicts. Learn about them. And then when you do that, all of a sudden you realize that you're acting out of character. You're acting not exactly in accordance with what you need to fulfill your mission. Those are your shadow characters. Those are your self-concepts that you either run or push away. Either one creates the same energy and keep you stuck. So how can you unhypnotize yourself? Follow the recipe I have given you. The 5 steps. You have to unhypnotize yourself from the trash, and you have to rehypnotize yourself with the right stuff. It's not the hypnosis. It's who's using it and for what purpose. Meditation is a form of hypnosis. Most people don't realize. And the problem with all this subconscious work is that it's typically taught by people who are completely unconscious. Unconscious of the deep and quantum stuff. The difference between meditation and hypnosis is that hypnosis is a lot more precise and a lot more specific. In hypnosis, what we do is we have a target. Typically we have a problem statement. What is the problem? What is not working? What's a hindrance? And you most often don't even think about it. Because in the beginning people are so chunked up. They talk about very general stuff. Well, how life gives you this, and what do you want? What? Snap out of your hypnosis. What do you want specifically? They never think of it. They don't think of it. They don't think of it till something really hits them, like a Mack truck or a train. I have cancer. Why do you have cancer? Well, make another video about it. That's one of the easiest things to heal, right? So in hypnosis, what we do is we have a problem statement. We understand the subconscious psychology and the unconscious psychology of it, and then we go after that specific root cause, and we help the mind understand 2 things. One is, how was it created? And number two, how can it be released and healed? If we don't know the creation, the psychology of the creation, then, it's not going to work. So, in other words, the definition of hypnosis versus meditation is hypnosis is a trance exercise that is aimed and designed to work with the unconscious mind with a continually narrowing focus. That's the key phrase, with a continually narrowing focus. And the more you know about the psychology, the spiritual psychology, and the quantum psychology, the more effective you could be. As I mentioned, one of my things that I have helped people with is heal from medical conditions. Cancer is one of them. I've helped many people with breast cancer, many people with prostate cancer and liver cancer, and all this. All of this is subconscious, unconscious programming. It's very easy, actually, when you know what to do. It's the deep state cabal that installed a fear of it in us because it never wanted you to realize that your evil deeds and evil thoughts in the past or from the past created that. Right? That's why the fluffy, positive thinkers are going to hell, for they have misled humanity. Because they don't teach how we created an undesirable circumstance. And that's basically entrapping and intentionally and unintentionally harming other humans. That's a crime. Now, some of you here studied hypnosis. Some of you are really, really, really good hypnotists. You can go in with the Dave Ellman method. Boom, you interrupt the patterns and you hardcore install commands so that the ego soldier, all of a sudden snaps out of its deepest and darkest hypnosis and starts to think a little bigger, a little bit outside of that self-destructive hypnotic state. But without the person actively participating in the healing process, it's not going to work for too long. That's the problem with self-development. When you begin to deep dive, and most people don't have the recipe, so they think they're deep diving, but they're still over there a million miles, you will meet ridiculously violent opposition from within, from the ego. You'll find out your thresholds, you find your fears, and the ego will attack you. And we buy into that attack, we buy into the fear, and we misinterpret it. We tell ourselves that, we are doing the wrong thing. No, it's just the ego doesn't want to come near to the root cause. That's why willpower, strength, inner strength, you gotta integrate your weaknesses in the cowardice, because you cannot be revealing your true star seed essence if you buy into the egoic self-attacks. All right? So hypnotism itself is not, it's just a tool, just like a car is. You can drive a car to work and come home and do grocery shopping and life is wonderful, or you can hop on the sidewalk and kill people with it, It's never the tool. It's the sun is getting really strong. It's never the tool, it's the user and the intention of the user that determines, the outcome. All right?